What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome, you guys. Make sure that you are getting over to Black Girl Vitamin and getting your vitamin needs met. Go and hit Black Girl Vitamin with my discount code ReallyBTV. Okay, y'all. Let's get right get into the things. Child. Woo! When I tell y'all I'm tired, baby, I am tired. Let's get into it. I'm putting my lips on so I can come on camera. Y'all know I don't like coming on camera without my lips on. Okay? Okay. What up, you guys? So listen. Oh, jeez. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. We have a lot to get into today because we really have been neglecting these other celebrities that's out here doing the things because, child, we've been on our Diddy watch. And we can't even get off of Diddy watch because Diddy keep Diddying, okay? Another lawsuit was filed today. We're going to talk about it. Another lawsuit was filed today. So let me say hi to the people and let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. Hey, grown woman, Gabby, Katrina, the Informed, the Complex. What did people say? The Demon Guy. Okay. Corey, Kelly, Kenya. Hey, Kenya, boo. I've been thinking about you. I've been worried about you with all of this stuff. I hope you haven't been getting triggered, my love. It's been a lot going on. Hope you haven't been getting triggered. Hey, B-Lo. What's up, Des Hop? Yana, Janae. Hey, Miss Shorty B. Okay, Miss Shorty B. Hey, Tamara, Quake, Miss Baythane. Hey, Crazy Homebody, Sharice, Terica. Hey, Kim. Danny, hey, little sis. She said, go on and hit that like button. Go on. There's 130 of y'all. Go on. Little Miss Introvert. Yes. Tracy Wilson, Tracy Chappelle. I got my Tracy's here. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Boo. Lovely Nola, Brandon, Amber, BK Doll. What up, Star? Hey, Jeanette. I want to know all the players. I doubt it was just Diddy. I think for all his puff, he was, hold on, Chuck, it went somewhere. For all his puff, he's still a little bitch who will start singing song. Woo. Hey, Majesty. I'm sorry, I said Majesty, Majestic. Lord, I can change your whole name. Hey, Ray Boo. Love my hair. Thank you. I told y'all I like my hair better once it falls a little bit, honey. I like it. I told y'all I like it a couple of days after it falls. Yes. Girl, work is interrupting your breaking news. I sent you the lawsuit. Listen, Tracy, y'all just don't understand how I rides for Tracy. Baby, I was at work today, and baby, today was a day. Work was working today. Okay, today was a day. Baby, by the time I had a chance to look at my phone, Tracy had already sent me the lawsuit, a screenshot. She done texted me a screenshot of the lawsuit before I even had a chance to see what TMZ was talking about. Okay? Hey, Barbara, Auntie Eva. Yes, grown woman said, get them likes up. Hey, Julia Sugar Baker Montrez. All right. If I miss you, Florida T-Bird, if I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart. I did not miss anybody on purpose. Ray. All right. We have 147 people in here. Y'all come on in, take a seat, start from the front, work our way back to Urshas. If you are new here, come on down and say hi. We still picking up new subscribers. So if you are new here, come on down and say hi. We don't bite. We have a good time over here. Mims broke the news earlier. Yeah, honey. I saw Mims. I saw it, it was all over my phone. But baby, I had gotten a message from Tracy before I knew what the heck what she was talking about. Sharice said, I knew this was coming a couple of days ago. Yana is already up in the balcony. If you are new here and you like to partake of the herbal libations, you got to go upstairs to the skybox. Okay, Yana's up there. She'll show you what to do. Tracy is here. Drop your drink orders in the chat. Tracy will take care of that. If you are lit up in green, go on over to the VIP section. If you are lit up in green, go on over to the VIP section, okay? All right. If you're new here, we're going to get you straight. We got a welcome packet. Kenneth usually hands out the welcome package, but I don't see him here. Angela is up. Angela says she got you up. Okay. And Angela runs the up top, okay? Angela and Yana are in charge. They are in charge up top, okay? Janae says she on her way. Hey, Ronald Dobbins. Hey, welcome. Hey, lovely 31 Boo. Now listen, y'all, we had a time last night in members only. We had a time last night. If you were in members only last night, go on and put a really be emoji in the chat. If you were in members only last night, we had a time. Listen, we had a time last night. Do you hear me? We were over in members only. I promised y'all that we would read through this situation here on members only. Listen, baby, I don't know if we believe any of it, but baby, we had a time last night reading through this. Okay, we had a time last night. We gonna finish it when we get off of here. We gonna finish it because it ain't nothing but a pamphlet. The only reason why we didn't finish it last night is because I had to go watch the football game. But baby, it's just a pamphlet. You see, we halfway done, so child, it ain't gonna take us much longer. Watch the replay to laugh again. It was a good old time. We had a good time, baby. I laughed. We laughed. Really be. I sent mine. You sent yours back. I'm sending mine back tomorrow. I gotta finish reading it to y'all first. Drop my pill. Speaking of my medicine, that reminded me, yesterday I went to the doctor. I had my annual, they checked my breasts yesterday. Mammogram. I couldn't get it out. My mammogram, y'all know October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We are fastly approaching October. So you guys could please, ladies and men can get breast cancer as well. Superbad himself, Mr. Ron O'Neal, had breast cancer. So men as well, you guys need to get checked. Okay. All right. They will tell you to keep the book, child. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. My members took care of me last night. They reimbursed me for the book. So honestly, I ain't really pressed to send it back, if I'm really being honest, because y'all really took care of me last night. I can't even be mad. Y'all looked out for a sister. Y'all paid me for my pain. Baby, they paid me for my pain. Okay. Mammograms are barbaric but necessary. Child, when they listen, I don't even want to get no graphic, but if you've had a mammogram, you know what it is. Child, they get to squeeze it, twist it, turn it. Child, it'll be a lot. I'm keeping my copy to prove that it existed 20 years from now. Right, we're going to put it in a time capsule, honey. We're going to put it down to the time capsule, okay? Also, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I anticipate this book might not be available much longer. I feel like this book may not be available much longer, even though we could probably use it for, firewood, Dare I say we had fun last night was almost better than what I expected in the book. Got my money back and still had a book. Oh, you did? Oh, shoot. Well, Queen Black, maybe that's what I need to do so I can get my money back and I just keep the book. I call it a smash and grab because mammograms feel like you have been jacked. Yes. And I don't know what. I'm going to say this, and I ain't trying to be mean or disrespectful, but what do y'all ladies with the little itty bitties do? It's got to be painful for y'all with the little itty bitties. Them A cup and B cups. Them mammograms got to be painful. I don't know. Yeah, it only takes a few minutes. Now, I was in and out. Hell, it took me longer to change. Well, no, it didn't, but but it don't take long. Okay. Moving on. It'll be a collector's item. You know what? I'm gonna be like Mims when I finally get my my stuff situated. I'm gonna have that book up on the shelf behind me. I'm gonna put it up. It'll be an artifact. Yes, Chuck. That was the book written by the scammer. Yes. One thing I don't miss about my old boobs is I don't get mammograms anymore. I get the MRI machine. Oh, well, Yana. We don't like the way you had to do it, but praise the Lord. Oh, let me tell y'all this before we get into the stuff. Y'all ain't asked me about my file cabinet lately. I guess y'all gave up on it. Y'all gave up on... Oh, somebody asked me what color I have on. You know it's Juvia's Place. I keep forgetting to go back to Juvia's. I need to go to Juvia's Place website and see what I need to do to get an affiliate code. I mean, they might be a big enough company that they got coming to me, but I believe this is the As You Were or Ready or... Oh, this is Ready or Not. This is Ready or Not. I believe this is from their Reds collection. I'm almost certain it's from the Reds collection. And it's called Ready or Not. So let me tell y'all, this the last and final update to the file cabinet situation. Right, y'all gave up on the file cabinet. I gave up. I tried to give up too. Let me tell y'all what happened to my file cabinet. Let me give y'all the breakdown. So last week, it must have been Thursday or Friday last week, I go into my classroom. There's a cart in my classroom with a bunch of stuff on it, mostly books. And as I look, I realized that's the shit that was in my file cabinet. And it was a note on there that said, hey, Miss So-and-so, I thought these may belong to you. A teacher brought these to me because I'm not the department chair anymore. I used to be the social studies department chair. I'm not anymore. So they took them to the department chair. Now, why you ain't... So they didn't... Right, okay. So I go to my department chair and I say, who gave you this stuff? Because yes, that's my stuff. But that's not all of my stuff. And whoever gave you that probably got my damn file cabinet. So she told me the teacher's name. I walk all the way around to that teacher's classroom. Why that teacher in the classroom next to my old classroom? The classroom directly next to my old classroom. I went in there. I said, Miss So-and-so bought me a cart of stuff that she said came out of your classroom. Do you mind telling me where you found them? I said, because that's my stuff. I said, it's in my file cabinet that came up missing. So do you mind telling me where you found my stuff? She said, oh, it was in the closet. Because she has a closet in her classroom. So my stuff was just in the closet? She said, yeah, it was in the closet. Okay. I look up. Guess what's in the back of her classroom, y'all? My fucking file cabinet. So I said to her, that was all you found? You didn't find nothing else in the closet? I said, what about that file cabinet? I said, that's my file cabinet right there that I've been looking for. Mind you, I have sent an email to the entire staff. I sent an email to the custodian. I sent an email to the entire staff about my file cabinet. I need y'all to know that. She was like, no, it was in here when, because they moved her classroom too. So she said, no, it was already in here. I said, and it was empty. She was like, yeah, it was, yeah. She said, I said, so that stuff was in the closet and it was absolutely nothing in this file cabinet. She was like, yeah, that file cabinet was empty. I said, what's in it now? Oh, what's my stuff is in there now. Now, let me tell y'all what I know. I know she threw my shit away. Here's how I know she threw my stuff away. So here's the thing. It's a 4-drawer file cabinet. The first drawer was paper. The first drawer were actual files, paper. The second drawer was half paper, and then it was books. The third and fourth drawer was all books. Honestly, the reason why I really been tripping so hard is I really want the books that were in there. I wasn't really pressed as much about the papers. Yes, it's resources and stuff that I've been, compiling over the years, but ain't nothing I can't replace. I probably have I probably have it saved on a jump drive, or I have it saved in my Google Drive or something like that. I really wasn't pressed about that. It was the books that I was really, really pressed about. Here's how I know she did it. Because nobody else would have. The custodians, absolutely. Because here's what the custodians would have had to do. The custodians would have had to move my file cabinet from my classroom into her classroom and then empty it once it was in her classroom into the closet in her classroom. Why the fuck would they do that? If they were going to empty it out, they would have emptied it out in my room before they moved it, because it was heavy. I promise you that file cabinet was heavy. But if they was going to take stuff out, they would have took the stuff out in my room so it wouldn't be as heavy before they moved it. That's what they would have done. Now, probably what they did was they probably took it out of my room, put it in the hall, and somebody stuck it back in her room thinking that's where it belonged, because they didn't move it, because they moved everything else. Everything else that was in my room made it to my new classroom. The file cabinet just didn't, because what they probably did was left it in that damn hallway because they probably was tired after they moved all the rest of my shit. Now, let's be clear. I ain't got no beef with my custodian staff, but there are times when I have to remind them to empty my trash. Do you really think that they would have taken my stuff out of my file cabinet and took the time to decide what they was going to throw away and what they was going to keep? See, what you did was you went into that file cabinet, you opened up the first drawer, you started throwing shit away until you realized it was a bunch of books in there. So you didn't explore all 4 drawers before you started throwing stuff away. And when you got to that 3rd drawer and realized how many books was in there, now all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, I can't throw away her books. So now they were in the closet. No, they weren't. Nobody else would have put them in the damn closet. So is their cameras, what day was it, child? It could have been any time over the summer, Abby, because they, the custodians do all that stuff over the summer while we're not there. So that could have been any day during the summer that could have happened. What I'm saying is, I don't think it was her fault that the file cabinet was in her classroom. What I think she thought was those papers belonged to, because the room that she's in now, that teacher doesn't work there anymore. I think she probably assumed those papers didn't belong to the teacher who used to be in there, and she was just throwing stuff away. You see what I'm saying? But it don't matter. I do have my books, so it is what it is. Right, absolutely not. The custodians have emptied. Right, they would never have emptied my file cabinet. Child, I can't even get them to take out the trash half the time. She knew it wasn't hers, but she threw it away. Let me tell y'all something. Teachers are dirty. Now, I know we all have our workplace issues, but baby, teachers are dirty. When I tell you teachers be stealing and moving and taking, it's a child. Baby, teachers are dirty. Well, let's be clear. She could have asked, but even if she had looked at some of that stuff, she would have seen my name. If she had looked at some of those folders, she would have seen my name. The problem is she probably didn't know me because I ain't know her. I knew her by face, but I didn't know her. She wasn't somebody I was cool with. She wasn't somebody I talked to. I knew her by face. And that was probably what it was with me. So she probably didn't even register one way or the other because we're not friends. But it don't matter, y'all. I had to give y'all the conclusion. I know she threw my shit away, but ain't nothing I can do about it now. That stuff's probably long gone. She probably threw that shit away the first week of school. It's probably long gone. I got the majority of my stuff, and what I don't have, it is what it is. She doesn't read email. That's probably, child, she probably didn't think about it. First of all, she probably didn't read the email because I sent that email out weeks ago. But it is what it is. Let's get into this. But I had to give y'all the update. The other thing the other housekeeping we're gonna get into, and then we're gonna get into this good content. And for the people that want to complain, it take you too long to get to the point. This is a tribe meeting. We are meeting, okay? We have to go through our agenda, and our agenda is old business before we get to new business. So this is old business. For the people who are new here, you don't understand what a tribe meeting is, baby. We got to go through agenda, and the agenda has old business, and then it has new business. Carolyn said, I have to agree. Also, she said, sorry to say I agree. I also work at a school. There you go. Somebody said, how big is the social studies department? She's not even in my department. She's in a whole different department. She ain't in the social studies department. But the social studies department it's like maybe 8 or 9 of us. Not sure. So last bit of old business before we get on to the new bit. Well, we still got a little bit. Announcements. Congratulations to, hold on, let me give you the name, to the person who won the football league this week. Congratulations to the person who won the FanDuel league this week. It wasn't, now last week it was me. So week 1 wasn't me. Week 2 was me. Week 3 was, hold on, let me get the name of the person. I'm not gonna, it's nobody's legal name. Hold on, let me see. Standings. Hold on. The person who won last week's name is SJUANA. SJUANA. So congratulations. You won the pot last week. Now, let me say this. We do still have slots available. If you are interested in playing, we do have slots available. I can send you guys the link. And please, for the people who are already in, please, you guys, please remember, set an alarm on your phone, a reminder or something to get your picks in before noon on Sunday. I think I have it set for 12:45. But set your reminder for noon so they give you a 15-minute window. Give you a 15-minute window. Because what happens is, if we're at our maximum capacity, you can win up to $90. But it adjusts based on how many people actually get their picks in. So like the week I won, I think it was $40, something like that. So we want to maximize. We want to maximize ourselves. So if you're interested in playing, and it's a week by week thing, so you're not committed for the whole. I mean, you're in the league for the whole season, but it's a week by week thing. So yeah. All right. Okay. Now let's get into this mess. I don't even know where we're going to start today, Sharon. I don't even know where we're going to start today. Kevin Jr., he spoke on the altercation between him and his daddy, the Braxtons, Braxton's husband and son. He gave his 2 cents on the altercation. And, I ain't even going to go through the energy of playing it for y'all because, listen, all I'm going to say is this. Thank you, Ronnie Q. Thank you for sharing me out, my love. I'm going to just say this to y'all, and I'm going to say this as nice as I possibly can say this. As an educator, I pick up on some things with that young man, and I'm going to leave it there. As an educator, I pick up on some things with that young man. I'm going to put that over there to the side. Now, you either going to pick up what I put down or we're just going to roll with it. But I'm just put that over there. Y'all can pick up what I put down, but I'm putting it over there. He said that basically, yes, him and his dad have had some challenges and some struggles, but they are in a much better place now. The person that was interviewing him asked, well, how long ago was it? And he said he wouldn't say how long ago it was. He said, well, it wasn't that long ago, because the interviewer was like, well, your dad made it seem like that it was a long time ago. And he said, well, it wasn't that long ago, but it was a while ago. So I feel like he didn't want to lock into a specific time, because I feel like he's still sort of caught in the middle between his dad and the Braxtons. So I think he didn't want to totally agree with what his dad was saying, but that's what it sounded like. It sounded like he was agreeing with what his dad said. It sounded like he was totally agreeing with what his dad said, okay? He said, listen, me and my dad done been through some stuff, but we're in a much better place. Because he even went so far as to say that night there wasn't a physical altercation. Now, baby, hey, you, Kevin, baby, we heard it. We might not have seen all of it, but we heard his daddy's hand make contact with some part of your body. We heard it. We heard it, bruh. But it does sound like he was not trying to throw his dad under the bus, and that him and his father are working through some things. But he said they're in a much better place now. And yes, that video was a while ago. He wouldn't say how long ago, but he said a while ago. Now, the reason why I highlighted Monk Chip's bless his heart statement is because Monk Chip been around us for a long time. Monk Chip has been subscribed to me, Abby, El Teddy for a long. She came over from Mother. She came over from James, right? And Monk Chip know what we mean when we say bless his heart. When me and El Teddy talk about our bless his heart, bless his heart kids, bless their heart kids. Y'all know what the bless their heart kids are. Y'all know who they are. Y'all know who the bless their heart kids. So that's how she know what it is. She said bless his heart. Y'all know when the educators say bless his heart. I'm gonna just listen. You can pick up what I'm putting down. In the fight video, he sounded drunk. Now, Kevin Sr. did say that Kevin Jr. is dealing with some substance issues. Now, I'm not going to go down that road. I don't know them people like that. I don't know them people like that. I ain't going down that road. But with that being said. Oh, don't forget, we will be reading part 2. If you are interested in joining us in members only tonight, immediately following the benediction, we're going to go into night service. We're going to go into the night service. We're going to get a snack. We're going to come back for night service. And we're going to finish reading through this pamphlet. Because that's all it is. You see where I put my bookmarker from yesterday. You see, it's a pamphlet. We would have been done if I didn't have to stop every 2 sentences to give my 2 cents. But if you want to join us, and I'm not doing this to try to gouge out no memberships, but that's what we're going to be. You can come or not, and that's okay. Y'all know I don't be pressing y'all out about that kind of stuff. Y'all can come or not come. It's all good. Okay. But now, I will say this. The author of the book, of this book right here, the publisher, whatever, I don't even know what to call these people no more. He said he don't even know if it's real or not. But he believes it, and that's enough for him. Let me put something in y'all head. Let me just put something on y'all hearts. Now, I didn't get a chance to talk to all of my legal counsel, but I did talk to a legal counsel or two today. Because my question is, he believed he could profit off of it, and he did. He got my $26. Now, the tribe gave it back to me. The tribe gave me my $26 plus some back, and I appreciate y'all. But he sure got my $26. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. Now listen. My question is, why have we not heard more lawsuits being filed? Why have we not heard of a cease and desist? Like, why is this book even still available on Amazon? It seems to me, and I ain't saying that means it's true. Let's be clear. I'm not saying that means anything in this book is true. But it seems to me that power brokers like a Jamie Foxx, a Jay-Z, well, not I'll be sure. He got no money. Who else was in there? Quincy Jones. It seems to me like a Clive Davis. And Quincy Jones' daughter was talked about, but not Quincy Jones per se. It seems to me like they could have got this shit shut down. Couldn't they just send over a cease and desist over to the Amazon? I really thought that's what was going to happen, y'all. I really thought I was never going to get that book. I said they going, and when they delayed my delivery, remember I told y'all my book was supposed to be here Sunday, but I got a message saying it was being delayed. I said, oh, I ain't going to never get that book. That's what I thought. And I thought that was very interesting. Now, I'm not saying that means it's true what's being said. I just find it interesting that we haven't seen more legal action, public legal action. If they acknowledge it, it might give it validity. That could be it. Michael Jackson had to buy a publishing company to keep his first book published. Child, they say that Oprah Winfrey just spent millions of dollars to stop them from making a movie about her life, the unauthorized movie about her life. Now listen, Oprah, girl, what you hiding? What you hiding, Oprah? You already done told us that you tried drugs in the past. You already told us that you was a teenage mom and you was promiscuous. You already done told us all your business about your daddy and your mama and all of that. Like, you done told us a lot. What you not telling us? That you done spent millions for them people not to tell your business. Now, let's be clear. What's my girl's name? Ronnie Q, you gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. Who else in here know the stuff that I know? Who else in here know the stuff that I know? What's my girl's name? Kitty Kelly. Was it Kitty Kelly? Remember Kitty Kelly used to write all of those unauthorized autobiographies back in the day? She had already wrote one on Oprah. It was her and it was J. Randy Tabarelli. Now, J. Randy Tabarelli was the one that wrote Call Her Miss Ross. Baby, that was a good one. Now, that was a good one. But Oprah, Kitty Kelly done already wrote the book. Oprah, you might as well let them people make the movie. But they say Oprah spent millions to stop that book from being made. So, I'm saying all that to say this, y'all. If Oprah done already admitted to doing drugs, Oprah done already admitted to being a hoe. I'm sorry, promiscuous in her younger years. Oprah done already admitted to having a baby as a teenager. She done already admitted that her mama was a hoe and a drug addict. She done already admitted that her daddy was, kind of like a sergeant. He was, rough. He was a rough disciplinarian. She stopped short of saying abusive, but, a rough disciplinarian. All right, y'all, let's take a moment. Seriously, real talk. We're going to take a moment. BAP just let us know that they did execute Marcelus Williams. Marcelus Williams is a man that was on death row who they absolutely found DNA evidence that cleared him, which I will never understand. I know Pam, I'm gonna have to call and check on Pam when I get off of here. I know Pam was working really hard, the Innocence Project and all the other, were working really hard to try to save his life, but they just executed him. And see, here's why I don't believe in the death penalty. This is the reason why I don't believe in the death penalty. Not because I don't think that people should be punished for crimes, but you can't undo death. You can't undo death. And this is why I don't believe in the death penalty. Right? Because mistakes are made, and with new evidence, we always know more information with new evidence. So y'all, let's just take a moment of silence for Marcelus. He did go to the Supreme Court, but you know what our Supreme Court looks like. You know what our Supreme Court looks like. They wasn't about to say that, black man. Stop it. They weren't about to say that, black man. Nope, not at all. I would just, see, here's where we go left. Y'all know I love true crime. There's a story that I have been intrigued with for a very long time. I remember seeing this story on, I think, Unsolved Mysteries the first time I saw it. And then I started watching a couple of the true crime podcasts that I follow covered it. Judges do matter, you guys. Elections matter. Because but for the fact that them people let Donald Trump get into office the first time, we wouldn't be looking at the Supreme Court we're looking at. And maybe that man's life would have been saved. You see how that works? See how that works? It's better to let 100 guilty men go free than one person be convicted unjustly. Absolutely, Just Jonda. Absolutely. Absolutely. The victim's family even asked for a stay. See, when you don't even listen to the victim's family, but there's a case that I was following. Asha what's his baby's name? Just let you know how new evidence can change something. Hold on, let me tell y'all this baby's name. And if y'all want the whole story, go over to Crime Weekly. They've covered it. Crime Weekly is actually one of my favorite true crime podcasts. They have a channel on YouTube. They also have actual podcasts, and they also have a Patreon where they'll put stuff in the Patreon. They'll put stuff in the Patreon that they don't necessarily Asha Degree. Asha Degree was a little black girl down in North Carolina. She lived between Charlotte and I think they said it was Shelby. And Asha, one day in the middle of the night, she decided to run away from home. We still don't know why. We don't know why she decided to get out of her bed in the middle of the night and run away from home. That happened 30 minutes from you? Oh, wow. But she packed a book bag. She put a lot of her favorite things in her book bag and she left out the house. And again, they said that maybe she was upset because her and her brother had gotten into an argument. Y'all know kids do dumb stuff all the time. Like, I'm mad, I'm running away from home. How many times have we been like, I'm mad, I'm running away from home? We do it, right? So we don't know the reason why she ran away from home. However, she literally disappeared, right? The last they found, a year later, they found her book bag in a plastic bag buried in a shed. But the case went cold. Like nothing ever. There was nothing. I'm giving y'all the short version of it. Y'all can go watch the whole thing. Crime Weekly did a 3-part of it. They broke it down. But they always suspected that there was a connection to the property where they found her book bag, but they could never link it. Well, what happened was they preserved that plastic bag where her book bag was found. They preserved it. And what they had found, they found one little hair was in that plastic bag, and the hair had the ball on it for the DNA. The FBI lab has had it all these years, and there was a hit in the system, and now they have been able to issue multiple search warrants to try. Hey, D-Boo. And they believe they now know who they. Of course, they're keeping everything close to the vest. But to make a long story short, they think that she was connected to like this green car. There was some witnesses that said they saw her getting into a green car, but either being forced into or getting into a green car. And that was 5 days ago. So this happened in 2002, I think she disappeared. So Black Girl Lost on YouTube also covered it. Thank you, Corey. Black Girl Lost, yeah. So yeah, you guys, if y'all, but again, I'm just saying DNA, they make advances to technology all the time. So yeah, I haven't heard of Marcelus until earlier today on IG. I heard a couple of days ago. Hey Leo, where you been, boo? Hey Leo, that's my boo, y'all. Psychic readings, coach, life musings. That's my boo. All right, 2000. Thank you, Gabby. It was 2000. Okay, so all right, y'all. Sorry about that. We had to take a pause for the calls. We was talking about this book. So anyway, we'll be back on members only reading this book, child. We're gonna finish it up. We're gonna finish what we started, child. We're gonna finish what we started. Congratulations to T.I. and Tiny. They won their lawsuit against the toy company for the OMG dolls. If you guys remember that the first trial ended in a mistrial. The case was thrown. It was a mistrial, but it was with prejudice. So they were able to refile it, and they actually won the lawsuit. Or is it without prejudice? I always forget which one it is, y'all. I ain't talked about Janet yet, but if y'all want me to, I'll talk about Janet, child. I have to remember because, child, we've been derailed on we're gonna talk. I'll talk about Janet, child. But they won a $17 million without prejudice. Thank you, Ms. Baything. They won a $17 million lawsuit, and congratulations to them, because I don't know how you can't look at them pictures and see that somebody inspired somebody, and the fact that the OMG girls were out before them dolls were out. So congratulations to them for winning their lawsuit. Monk Chip said, nope, I don't need to hear anything about the soft-spoken women. Let me say this. I'm going to go ahead and say this because I really wasn't going to say nothing about Janet. Not because y'all know I love me some Janet, but listen, y'all know I'm equal opportunity over here. Ignorant is ignorant, that ignorant it is, okay? Janet, hey, girl. It's okay to just say you don't want to speak on politics. I mean, contrary to popular belief, all celebrities do not have to come out here and stomp for people. They do not have to come out here and defend people. Like, they don't. They don't. So it would have been all right for you to just be like, girl. Texas Toy said, I think she wanted to speak on it. Ooh. Ronald said, why do we assume that Janet isn't an actual Trump supporter? Why not? Her brother is. Randy's a Trump supporter. He a proud Trump supporter. So I think that's valid. Why do we assume that she's not a Trump supporter? Let's listen. What I done told y'all. Rich people. Janet is rich. A lot of Trump's policies helped her be rich and stay rich. So that's a valid point. Why do we assume? Isn't her ex-boyfriend a Trumper? Who's ex-boyfriend? I mean, I know you're talking about Janet, but who? She's got a few ex-boyfriends. I can't keep up with the people. I hope she wasn't speaking on this since her brother passed. Yeah. Well, I don't know when the interview was done. It was released after her brother passed. That doesn't mean that's when the interview was done. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, Janet is rich. And remember who her baby daddy is. Her baby daddy is a rich billionaire from the Middle East. Yeah, so I think that's a valid statement. Yeah, exactly. That's why everyday man need to vote their interests more of us than the rich. That's true. Oh, Jermaine Dupri. Oh, Jermaine Dupri is a Trump supporter too. I didn't know that. Sabria, I asked you to stop typing in all caps in my chat, please, ma'am. I know you be passionate, but can you please stop doing that? Thank you so much. We all came off the blood clot. No, we did not. See, I need y'all to stop that. We did not all come off the slave ship. We did not. Stop saying that stuff. We didn't. That's the problem. Y'all try to create a monolith. We are not all monoliths. We did not. Contrary to popular belief, Africans were here before the Europeans. I thought they were Jehovah's Witnesses and apolitical. Child, Janet ain't been a Jehovah's Witness since she was on Different Strokes, child. Crazy for her to be one, and his policies will possibly prevent her from having a baby at the age she did. True. But hell, we saw them white women vote for Trump. Anyone notice when celebs die, we never hear about their friend, Tito or Frankie? I thought they did talk about Frankie. I know they did a second line for him down in New Orleans. Most of the Jacksons are not. They ain't been Jehovah's Witnesses in forever. That was Catherine. Catherine had them knocking on them doors. We were chilling with the Native Americans before the virus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were not all. Listen, we were not all. We weren't. I hate to be the one to tell y'all that. Remember, y'all, most Black people are financially conservative and socially progressive. The Republican Party has just become synonymous with racism. Let me tell y'all something. I hate to be the one to tell y'all this. Now, I was never a Republican. Let me be clear. But once upon a time, I identified with a lot of Republican ideologies. I mean, clearly before Trump. But I did. There was a time in my life where I identified with a lot of Republican ideologies. I sure did. The Toya been real silent, quiet. Ain't nobody seen Toya. I ain't seen the Toya in forever. Janet has been canceled before and they worried about us. Listen, Janet is about to do her residency in Vegas. I bet you it'll be sold out. I bet you that. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Let me say that again for the people in the back. I bet you'll be sold out. I bet you that Janet's residency down to Vegas be sold out. Hey, Gina Bina, thank you, boo. Not Jesus be a field trip to Jamestown. Ciao. The problem is around George W. Bush that got worse and Trump sent it over the edge. I think it will be harmed. We'll see though. I think it will be harmed. What you talking about, Ronnie Q? What'll be harmed? But if Kamala isn't black, what makes her different than all other predecessors besides Obama? Well, here's what. Listen, I ain't getting it. Listen, I'm not having that debate. I promise you, I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not. Here's the reality of the situation. Y'all can call her whatever she want. I just hope that come November the 6th, we call her Madam President. That's it. That's all. I don't care about none of the rest of what y'all talk. When I say y'all, people can argue racial identity versus culture versus y'all know all the debates. I don't care. Because my thing is the same people that want to say who is and who is not black be the same people that want to claim. You claim people when you want to claim people. So you'll claim Obama, but you don't want to claim Tiger Woods. Or you'll claim Tiger Woods, but you don't want to claim Kamala. Or you'll claim Kamala, but you don't. I ain't got the energy to be playing with y'all and debating it. I just don't. I really don't, y'all. I don't. It's okay. All of the RNC views ain't bad. Martin Luther King was RNC. Child, I be that don't count. Martin, listen, can I see y'all be making me go down my history timeline. I swear I be trying to stay out the history books, and y'all be trying to make me go out the history books. Can I tell y'all something? Prior to the 1940s, 99.99999% of Black Americans were Republican. Black folk didn't start migrating over to the Democratic Party until the New Deal coming out of the Great Depression. And Franklin Roosevelt, who was a Democrat, who created the New Deal and actually included minorities in some of his policies for the New Deal. And his wife actually created policies or worked towards the rights of the poor. That's when you started seeing Black folks starting to migrate to the Democratic Party. And then the exclamation point was put on with the Kennedys in the 1960s and Lyndon B. Johnson in the 1960s. Let's call a thing a thing. Martin Luther King came from a generation where Black folk was still Republican. Had Martin Luther King lived, I wonder what his party affiliation would have been. So I hate when people throw that out there. And I'm not talking about you, I'm just talking about in general. Yeah, the party of Lincoln, child. Even though Lincoln ain't really give a damn about y'all, but y'all keep on living in that fantasy. Y'all keep living in that fantasy that Lincoln gave a fuck about y'all, but okay. I'm irritated that it's almost October and we're arguing about Kamala's race. What happened to caring about Project 2025? You better say it again back for the people in the back. You better say it again. That's why I said I could care less. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like the fact that Janet said it because it changes the focus and it creates a conversation and a narrative. You know what I'm saying? But, child, people can think what they want to think, child. White Democrats became Republicans because of Lyndon Johnson. Oh, yeah. Abraham Lincoln didn't have slaves. When Rutherford B. Hayes unleashed the KKK on the South, the Republicans started to be more radical racist also. Facts. Y'all know who I didn't know had slaves until recently? I did not know that Benjamin Franklin had slaves. I mean, when I say recently, I mean very recently. I'm embarrassed to tell y'all that I didn't know that. I did not know that Benjamin Franklin had slaves. Child. I said, what? I was looking at a documentary on Benjamin Franklin a couple of years ago. And I said, what? I did not know. I didn't know, child. I probably knew and didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Don't girl pop me, Regina. I know. Don't do me. Oh, I'm not surprised. I just didn't know. Just now, was there slave labor at the White House? Absolutely, there was slave labor at the White House. But remember, Abraham Lincoln was poor. Abraham Lincoln ain't had no damn slaves. He was poor. Abraham Lincoln was poor. The president being and let me put a caveat in that, because child might read a book and it tell me he had slaves. I have never read anything that said he had slaves, but I could be wrong. So let me put a caveat there, child. Right. So he had slaves in the White House. Slaves built this whole damn city, DC. Slaves built the whole damn city. Anyway, y'all, see, this is how y'all be getting me off topic. We got other, listen, I still got to finish this, and then we got to finish reading this pamphlet, okay? Okay, the OMG girls, okay. I ain't even gonna talk about that, child. That's not important. What we gonna talk about? Okay. Stormi Steele, an update on Stormi Steele's lawsuit. For those of you that follow the Love and Marriage Huntsville situation, we ain't gonna be here long. I just want to give y'all an update. Y'all know what I be sick of, and I know that wasn't correct grammar. I don't care. Y'all know what I'm sick of. Yeah, I honestly am sick of these people giving y'all part information to justify their narratives down to the YouTube when it comes to these reality shows. Now, I know we all do it. I mean, people have their opinions. People's opinions are skewed. Like, I get that. But as you guys know, Stormi Steele was sued by her former business partner, alleged business partner. He's saying they were business partners. She's saying they weren't. And, you know, there was a counter lawsuit. Stormi then sued him. So the people are saying that her lawsuit was thrown out. Her lawsuit was not thrown out. What happened was it was in the wrong jurisdiction. She filed him on a state level. He filed her on a federal level. So she agreed to move the case from the state level to the federal level. And that is what happened. Now, he then came down to the social media saying that her lawsuit got thrown out, and that's not what happened. And if you read the dismissal document very clearly says it right here. Let me show y'all. It says right here, notice of dismissal. I haven't had time to email it to myself, but I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Notice of dismissal. See right there where it says notice of dismissal? I'm going to read you what it says on the notice of dismissal. It says, pursuant to Rule 41A1 of the Alabama Rules of Civil Procedure, plaintiff Canvas Fulfillment LLC, aka Canvas Beauty, aka Stormi Steele, files notice of dismissal of this action without prejudice, currently pending in the Northern District of Alabama, is a separate federal court initiated by Kyle Ivanko, in which Canvas intends to prosecute its claims. Y'all, the case wasn't thrown out. She agreed to just move to the appropriate jurisdiction because he sued her and she sued him within 24 hours. Remember, both lawsuits were filed within 24 hours of each other. Now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth and shame the devil. I didn't come up with that on my own, but y'all know what I did before I came down here. I reached out to somebody who I know is working with Stormi still, somebody that's on her case, and I said, "Girl, did Stormi's case get thrown out?" And she said, "No." She said, "This is what happened. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P." I said, "Girl, can you send that to me?" She said, "I sure can." And she did. I just thought I'd bring y'all that update. The case has not been thrown out. It has been moved to the appropriate jurisdiction. Moving forward. Trump got sued. Again. Betas must have built new stuff. Everybody getting one. New Kids on the Block is too. What? Yeah, they're just taking it to federal court, Julia. Yeah. Look at Really Be. Yes, I've been using my Matlock degree. It's called Call a Real Lawyer. Child, it's called Call a Real Lawyer. That's all I did. I said, "Girl, did Stormi lawsuit get thrown out?" And she said, "Girl, no." And she told me what happened. I said, "Okay, that makes sense." I said, "Can you send it to me? Because y'all know I got to show y'all. Y'all know I got to share it with my people." Girl, I read, Julia. I read. All right. Now, Trump got sued. Them Haitian immigrants was not feeling what he was saying. They were not appreciating it. And there's this law up into the Ohio area that gives them the right to sue. Now, I'm going to read y'all what this paperwork. Well, it's not paperwork. I'm sorry. Let me not tell no lie. It ain't no paperwork. Okay. I don't have no paperwork. But let me tell y'all. Haitian nonprofit in Springfield files criminal charges against Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Now, I'm going to read y'all what it says here. I thought I had it here, child. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Gossip City has it here. Let me read y'all what I got here, child. Hold on. Yeah, I have not been following this young Dolph situation, but it sounds really sad. It sounds really, really sad. I haven't been following it, if I'm being fair, but it sounds really sad. So according to what I'm reading down here, it says the following charges were filed against Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Disrupting public service by causing widespread bomb and other threats that resulted in massive disruption to the public service in Springfield, Ohio. Making false alarms by knowingly causing alarm in the Springfield community by continuing to repeat lies that state and local officials have said were false. Committing telecommunication harassment by spreading claims that they knew to be false during the presidential debate, campaign rallies, nationally televised interviews, and social media. Committing aggravated menacing in violation by knowingly making intimidating statements with the intent to abuse, threaten, or harass the recipients, including Trump's threat to deport immigrants who are here legally to Venezuela and land they have never known. Committing aggravated menacing by knowingly causing others to falsely believe that members of Springfield's Haitian community would cause serious physical harm to the person or property of others in Springfield, and violating the prohibition against complicity by conspiring with one another and spreading vicious lies that cause innocent parties to their various crimes. The court will have a hearing to affirm probable cause in order to issue an arrest warrant. So once there's a hearing to establish probable cause, child, Trump could actually be arrested again. JD Vance absolutely is on camera saying he made the damn thing up. Child. A mess. A mess. Y'all, we got 300 people in here. I hope I have about 250 likes. If y'all could please hit that like button, I would appreciate it. It's free 99. It is free 99. And if you are watching in the clouds, go ahead and subscribe. Come on down here, join the party. We having a good time. I am getting ready to take a pause for the cause. Oh, and donations are not required, but they are appreciated and accepted. So if you want to hit the Cash App or the Super Chat, I'm not going to tell you no. Now, let me say this. We're getting ready to take a pause for the cause because we're going to switch this part of the service over, okay? Because I'm getting ready to get into this new Diddy lawsuit. So I do want to put a trigger warning. I'm not going to read through the whole lawsuit because I'm going to be honest with y'all. At this point, I am triggered. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not. I'm really, really tired of reading about these stories. At this point, I cannot say if all of these women are telling the truth, but I tell you guys all the time, in my opinion, where there's smoke, there's fire. In my opinion, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm just going to read you guys the statement of facts. Yes, going over to the VIP section, Mocha. You, girl, you know you a VVIP, girl. You old school. You an OG around here. You a VVIP. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry. This is about to be a DC conversation real quick. Mama G, I did see that. Do you know LaFont Okay, so for many, many years, for my DC people, for many, many years, I worked in Southwest DC. LaFont Plaza, I used to go over to LaFont Plaza for lunch. I thought the city owned the LaFont Plaza. I didn't know it was a private building. LaFont Plaza is in downtown DC, you guys, for the people who don't know what I'm talking about. But it's like, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a landmark, but it's definitely a well-known. Tracy said the bar is still open if you need a drink. Okay, if you need a drink, Tracy said the bar's open. And Yana and Angela, and y'all know if we get over the hookah is up there too. If we get over 200 people, we pull out the hookah. So Angela is in charge of the hookah. Okay, so I don't know what flavors we got today, but if you need that, you used to work in LaFont Plaza, girl. Listen, I used to teach at Jefferson, so you know if you worked in LaFont Plaza, you know where I used to work. I used to teach at Jefferson, girl. I taught there for years. I taught at Jefferson for years. Now YouTube should have a symbol. Yes, they said LaFont Plaza. It ain't just closing, Sweet Pea. It's going into foreclosure. And I honestly, I haven't read the article, but so anyway, NTSB. Yes, girl. Oh, okay. Yes. So yeah, you know, I used to go to LaFont Plaza. You know, our kids used to run through LaFont Plaza. Child, our students used to run through LaFont Plaza. When I needed to catch the subway to work, that was the subway station I got off at. You hadn't heard about LaFont? You worked in Southeast? Yes. I wish I could tell who didn't like. I would shame them. Not I would shame them. What Tracy, tell the people what the drink special is for tonight. All right, so I'm going to pull this article up. And once again, y'all thank Tracy. If y'all want to tip Tracy, y'all can send me a Cash App. Because when I say Tracy be on it, baby, I told y'all before I had a chance to look at my phone, Tracy had already emailed me the lawsuit and had already screenshotted the first page and asked me, check it. They told me to check my email, okay? So if y'all want to tip Tracy, please, if you want to Cash App me, I will forward it to Tracy because she ain't going to drop her own Cash App herself. But if you send it to me, I will make sure I forward it to Tracy. Tracy, let the people know that I'll be forwarding you your tips, okay? When people send me money for Tracy, I make sure I forward it, okay? Okay? So we're only going to read this. We're not going to get into all of the child. We are not going to get into all of the nitty gritty, okay? $1 million condos coming to, oh, that's what it is. KFS say more $1 million condos. That's about right. Who dropped the ball on the farm? Ain't nobody dropped that ball like KFS just said. There's about to be more $1 million condos coming to Southwest. Let me tell y'all something. For people who are not in the DC area, let me tell y'all something about DC. DC never had a crash. Remember when the real estate market crashed about maybe 10, 12 years ago? Baby, DC's market never crashed. Now, all of the areas around DC crashed. All the areas around DC crashed. That's how I got my house. I told y'all my house was a foreclosure. Well, it was a short sale. It was a divorced couple and it was a short sale. But I told y'all, that's how I got my house. But baby, DC never crashed. And DC's real estate has held. Do you hear me? Has held. And you have $1 million houses that used to be crack houses in the middle of the hood. Let's call a thing a thing. Julia, I miss old DC too. Ooh, and I mean, there are things I don't miss, obviously, but the nostalgia in me misses it. Who is this calling me? Oh, Tracy. Oh, you just got a tip, girl. Thank you. I'm not going to call your name because I know you don't like me to call your name, but I know who you are. Thank you for the tip. I'm going to forward it to Tracy as soon as I get off of here. Thank you. Oh, Tracy, you just got another tip. Tracy, you get some good tips tonight, girl. Yes, Tracy. I'm going to forward it. I promise you, I'm going to forward it to Tracy as soon as I get off of here. Thank you. Tracy said Mai Tais, craft beer, and what's the third one? A pineapple margarita. That sounds good. I want me a pineapple margarita. All right, let's read through this, y'all. And then we're going to get on over to members only. And we're going to read the second half of this book. I'm going to ask my members a question. And y'all tell me. I'm going to let y'all vote on it. I'm going to let y'all vote on it before we get off of here. Because I made y'all a promise and I'm going to stick to the promise. But I'm going to let y'all vote on it before we get off of here. Actually, no, I can't do it. I can't. I got to do it in members. I got to do it in members only, y'all. I got to. Because some of this stuff, I got to do it in members only. Tracy said, finish the book. Y'all want me to just finish the book here? I could put the chat on members only chat so only members can talk in the chat. Let me know what y'all want to do. All right. Share the screen. Let me do that, child, before I I always got Jack Daniels. Yana said you can hit the like button twice if you're looking at it on multiple devices, honey. That's what she said. All right, let's look at this. I haven't read this, so you guys, honestly, y'all will be getting my real reaction. As you know, Diddy and all of his entities are being sued, child. Anybody got time for all of that? I'm sorry. Okay. In or around summer of 2001, plaintiff's life was violently knocked off course when defendant Sean Combs and Joseph Sherman viciously RAP'd her at the Bad Boy Record Studio in New York City. Plaintiff was 25 at the time and dated one of Combs' employees, a relationship that Combs exploited to lure plaintiff into meeting him and Sherman alone. Once they successfully sequestered the plaintiff, Combs and Sherman gave plaintiff a drink, likely laced with a drug that eventually caused her briefly to lose consciousness. She awoke to find herself bound and restrained. Combs and Sherman proceeded to brutally abuse and violate the plaintiff mercilessly, both anally and vaginally. Sherman forcefully slammed plaintiff into a table, slapped her, and repeatedly orally sodomized her, child. Both men were undeterred by plaintiff's cries for help throughout the attack. Plaintiff never recovered from this violent attack. She had suicidal ideation and has received extensive psychological treatment because of the attack. For decades, she remained silent and did not report the crime out of fear that the defendants would use their power to ruin her, as they have repeatedly explicitly threatened to do. To this day, plaintiff suffers from severe depression, anxiety, and panic attacks and still lives in fear of the defendants. Any progress the plaintiff made in healing from the attack over the years was dramatically reversed on or around November 27, 2023, when she learned for the first time that Combs and Sherman had video recorded the horrific situation 22 years before and had shown the video to multiple men seeking to publicly degrade and humiliate both the plaintiff and her boyfriend. Plaintiff could not believe the defendants would record themselves committing such a gruesome crime and then proceeded proudly to widely to dissemble. I'm sorry, y'all, to disseminate, the recording of it. She was distraught and sunk into a deep depression. She again considered ending her life. The action seeks redress for defendants' brutalizing, misogynistic, and violent attacks on the plaintiff starting in 2001 and continuing in the subsequent years as they compounded her humiliation by showing that video to others. Wow. Child, they just sued everybody, child. Okay. Jurisdiction and venue. Let me see how long the factual allegations are, child, because I'm just tell you, I ain't reading this whole thing again. I'm just not. I may come back at a later date and read the whole thing, but I just tell you, I can't read another one. I'm sorry. I think we get the gist of the allegations. We know she did do a press conference earlier today. Her attorney is Gloria Allred. We know that the lawsuit that was filed by Don Richard was Gloria Allred's daughter. Here's what I'm going to say. Kim, I agree. When she said that she found out on November the 27th of 2023, I believe, wasn't that when Cassie filed her lawsuit? I know Cassie filed her lawsuit in November of 2023. So was this evidence that Cassie turned over to her attorney and they then reached out to this young lady? How did she find out about this video? And for her to include it in her lawsuit, I agree. That means that somebody has a copy of it. Right? Exactly, Kim. Connect the dots, honey. Connect those dots. Yeah. Oh, everybody ain't lying. That's my opinion. My opinion is everybody ain't lying. Now, for her to put it in the lawsuit and say that it was a videotape makes me feel like she saw a tape. Now, was that connected to what Cassie had? Okay, so Cassie filed her lawsuit on November the 16th. So 11 days later, you were advised about this videotape? Huh. Who called you, girl? Girl, who called you? In the suit says after Cassie's suit, her ex-boyfriend finally told her. Okay, thank you, La Knight. Because I ain't read the whole thing, child. Like I said, I think mentally I can't. Not today. I'm not saying that I won't come back around, but today I cannot. I can't read that and then turn around and read this book. Whether this book is fact or fiction, it's a lie. Now, I can't give y'all both today. I can't read that whole lawsuit and then come back here and read this pamphlet. So let me ask y'all a question. I'm going to leave it up to the members. This is for members only to answer this question. I am going to end this stream because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose this stream if for whatever reason I get flagged for reading this book. I don't want to lose this live. But for my members, lit up in green, would you have a problem with me reading the remainder of this book open, but just make it a members only chat so only members can talk in the chat? Now, my feelings won't be hurt Okay, Danny said do it in members only. I think Danny's worried. Stay in members. Okay. All right. We'll stay in members only. And again, I'm not trying to be mean to the people who aren't members, but it's more about protecting protecting the me reading somebody's stuff. That's all. I will hold that these suits are strategically placed on Diddy to wear out his resources. Yeah. All right, y'all. We getting ready. I'm about to end this, and we're gonna go on the members only chat. We're gonna finish reading this pamphlet. I know, Yana. And let me tell you something. If I could pick and choose, like if I could give out memberships and choose who those memberships go to, I would. All right. So y'all, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that like button on your way out the door. I'll see y'all later on this week, child. I'm tired. When I tell y'all I'm tired, I'm tired. I may take tomorrow off, honey, because I am exhausted. Okay. But I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.